So we have to actually talk about this video that I saw. I won't be playing it. I'll just link it down below. But here's an image of it. Essentially, it is of this lady who I believe to be biracial. And she got married to and had children by this man. Okay. So now she has children. She's married. Her mother-in-law, his mother, goes and says, hey, I want to go and get a tattoo. Or she actually got a tattoo. She just said, hey, I want to get a tattoo about this big on the forearm of my grandchildren. Okay. They're of a monkey. 3 of them to be exact. Okay. Now apparently this lady is allegedly pregnant with the 4th child. Now, I got the impression that this was more of a small town, small-ish town, predominantly white, because she's not really mentioning at all anything in regards to her side of the family besides her father. But let's get into what happened here. So she saw a tattoo and then she said, I feel like that's a bit inappropriate, you know, considering the fact that I'm half black and monkeys, and you say my kids are monkeys, your grandchildren. I don't know. It's just a little not appropriate and tasteless. I don't know. I don't want to see the tattoo. Could you just simply not show me the tattoo? Just put some long sleeves on or whatever you got to do, girl, because I don't want to see it. So then the mother-in-law says, yeah, of course. Girl, I'm so sorry. So she is taking the mother, she is taking her children to see the mother-in-law, you know, so if she could watch them and whatever. She comes over and then she sees that the kids are there and the tattoo is exposed. So then she's like, the conversation we had before, what happened? She's like, well, you know, I mean, I thought you meant you just didn't want to see it. I didn't think that was really a problem. I mean, I'm just around my grandkids. So then she tells her again, yo, I don't want to see the tattoo. You know, it's disrespectful, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, her husband's family, which is her family too, but her husband's family, they don't care. The husband's like, it's not a big deal. The grandma's like, it's not a big deal. His mom's like, it's not a big deal. You tripping. Everyone else, cousins, nieces, uncles, they all are saying it's not a big deal, girl. I don't know why you're mad. You know, that's on you for being upset. That's not on us. That is a depiction of you and your character, honey. Anyways, and they just continue to go ahead and disrespect her. So she is just like, I'm just fed up with it. I'm done with them. But I mean, I will be hanging out come Christmas time and Thanksgiving, okay? Because we're family, but I am done with you. So this lady's over here making this long 8-minute some second post to essentially say nothing's going to change. So her husband was just like, this is my mom. I don't know what you're telling me. I mean, I don't know what you think I'm going to do. Okay, I don't tell you. So she went to her father, okay? And from my understanding, this chick is biracial. She's mixed. And her father, from my understanding, is black. That's what I'm hearing, okay? But I could be wrong. But she goes to her father and she's like in his house and she was there for a while or whatever. And she was like, I just had to get away. I had to get away and all this extra stuff. And then the father, it seems like he's kind of like, okay, baby, yeah, I'll console you. But I'm just like, okay. And where she's recording this video, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was in her house because she said that her husband came back. And then she's over here like whispering, like, yeah, you know, and I'm like, you whispering in your house about something that really, I mean, this is, I would argue, a big deal. You know, so to me, I was just like, I guess I'm a little confused about what is going on with you. Like, what the heck? You know what I mean? But what I look at in regards to this whole scenario, in regards to this whole story, is you have no backbone. And I feel like this is fake outrage on your part. People typically tell you who they are, okay? Typically. And from a family standpoint, if you were thinking, yeah, the mother-in-law, oh, I can't stand her, but I love you, baby. Don't you think he's going to be a reflection at some point of his mother? You knew that. I'm sure you knew. Let's keep it real. I can guarantee you that she knew they may not like black people. That may be a little, I don't know, okay? You could usually tell. So for you to have completely been just like, la, 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 to all of the different microaggressions, whatever they may have said to you, okay, that's a problem in of itself. But fine. Let's say they didn't show it, even though, let's keep it real, they did. Now the tattoo's in place. You don't think like maybe I should take my kids out of this entire situation and file for divorce. Okay. You're not doing any of that. Okay. How do we know? Because she kept saying that, yeah, I'll go over there and my kids are over there. Or yeah, we have a little gathering and I bring my kids. Why are you hanging out with these people that don't like you? If anything, I'd be thinking you're going to be putting some hoodoo up in my food or something. Or my drink. You're not going to be covering your drink or covering your food the entire time. Okay. So to me, I'm like, I wouldn't even be putting myself in this predicament, but whatever, girl, you do you. But with all that being said, I actually had a conversation with my friend about this after I watched this video. And he was saying essentially she is effed like Chuck with no bucks. Because from my understanding, the way that this was worded, the way that this was presented, to me, this comes off as someone who doesn't work a 9-to-5 job. Okay? Now you may say, well, Alex, what does that have to do with anything? Let's say she's just a stay-at-home mom. What's the problem? Well, the problem is you now are 100% dependent on this husband who don't like you, right? So if you were to divorce, where are you going? Where are you going to go? To your father's house with the 3 kids, and now you're allegedly pregnant with the 4th. Come on now. People didn't just magically poof out of nowhere, just turn into a racist. Like that's not how that works. There were signs. I'm sure you knew it. Maybe he said, oh man, you're different than the other black girls I've dated. Or man, you're the only one that I did. I'm sure there was something. And you just said, la, 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 I don't want to hear it. And then now we're in this predicament. Now I'm looking at you on TikTok saying how you feel so bad and all this extra stuff. Girl, and then constantly she was saying throughout that tattoo kept being shown. Well, I'm at my house. Well, we're at a gathering. Well, I really wanted to wear the sleeveless dress. She don't care. So I guess I'm a little confused about all of this, So I just look at this and I'm like, girl, you knew that lady didn't care. You knew she didn't care about that. She don't care about you either. So what are you going to do? Now you're on baby number 4. And you knew that he wasn't ish before. Because he may rub your feet, rub your back, pay all the bills, tell you, whisper in your ear sweet nothings and tell you how much he loves you, girl. But if he goes and says, I love you, but I cannot stand them black folk. You'll say, well, that's half of me. This is saying she's biracial. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. But you will say, well, that's half of me. What do you mean? Or like those guys, oh, you're light skinned. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that good hair. Oh, yeah. Okay. You fit like the white girls. Oh, yes. Okay. That's not a compliment at all. No. Good hair, being light skinned. Oh, you're in shape like the white girls or something like that. You know what I mean? Those are not compliments, people. I don't really mess with dark skinned women, but I like you. That's not a compliment. What? You know what I mean? It's like a backhanded compliment. You know, I was about to go like that. But it's like a backhanded compliment, you know? So it's like, what are we even talking about in regards to that? So, you know, I go and look at this. Do I really feel bad for this lady? I'm be honest, no. The only people I really feel bad for are the kids, because at the end of the day, the kids are going to be dealing with her, and I'm talking about the stepmama. I'm at the mother-in-law, going to be dealing with her and the antics. And then if you're going to be keeping these kids around around his family, which it sounds like you are already doing, they're going to have to be exposed to all the extra mess too. All y'all can do is just hope that these kids are not going to be tainted, because to me, that's what it sounds like they're going to be. And when I say tainted, I mean into that whole racist ideology, but also tainted into hating a part of themselves. Okay. So to me, girl. And it seems like you really have no way out. I mean, if we just gonna keep it real. But let me know what y'all think about that down below.